and welcome back to Arsenal Central. I'm Russ, and this is I haven't posted a video in a couple of days, so I just thought I'd upload one just with some news that's happened. Um, First of all, I forgot to do this last video. If you could just like, comment, subscribe, and share, get me out there, it really helps me. Just share it with your mates, anyone else who supports Arsenal, your mum, your dad, anyone in your family. Just sign up, and then they'll turn the notifications button on, and then they'll see me whenever I drop a video, which will be great for me. Gets me out there. Just a bit of news that's happened over the past couple of days. First of all, Sokratis has actually left the club by mutual consent. Well, it's contract termination really, but today's Friday. He left on Wednesday. Sokratis, yeah, he made 69 total appearances for Arsenal, scored 6 goals. That's not actually bad for a defender. I wish some of the strikers at Arsenal had strike rates that good. We won't go into that now. He's been with the club for 2.5 seasons, although he wasn't actually registered this season. The news was broken by journalist Chris Wheatley, I believe, on Wednesday, and then Arsenal did confirm it a couple of hours later. Papa won the FA Cup with Arsenal last season, and he was an integral part of us getting to the Europa League final in 2019. Less said about that, the better. I was actually surprised that Sokratis was actually left out of the squad at the beginning of the season. I'd always felt that he was a model professional. He was a leader. He was a warrior on the pitch. He loved a sliding tackle, didn't he? He loved to pump his fists and do all that. Always gave 100% on the pitch, and I never had an issue with him. I always thought he was a decent player, and it just makes me wonder that a player with all those sort of attributes was left out, and players like Mustafi, who offer pretty much none of those qualities, was actually left in the squad for this season. So don't really understand that. But now he's been let go. He's free to join whoever he wants. I believe Genoa, one of his previous clubs, are interested, and Real Betis in Spain are actually interested as well. So I'm glad for him. He's actually, so his contract is terminated his contract. So at least the guy wants to go and play football, unlike some others who are quite happy to sit on their backside and play Fortnite, who shall remain nameless. Speaking of Mesut Ozil, he's still at the club officially. His name is still on in the Arsenal team on the website. So that move has not nothing's happened concrete as yet, but going by all the social feeds, everything else, he is in Turkey. He will sign for Fenerbahce. So, as I said in a previous video, I'm sort of sad in a way that it's turned out this way. Obviously, when he signed his contract extension, his numbers dropped, and there's no doubt he's still a world-class player. But as sooner he leaves, the better, and I'll be glad when it's all over. He can go somewhere where he's adored, and he can. I'm sure that he'll still be a good player whenever he sort of starts his career at Fenerbahce. So yeah. But moving on, today Arsenal have signed Matt Ryan from Brighton on loan for the rest of the season. This is an important signing for me, as Runarsson doesn't look up to the job yet. I say yet, I've not totally given up on him. There is a chance that he'll go out on loan, and Matt Ryan will probably come in and take that spot off him. Matt Ryan comes in with over 100 Premier League appearances under his belt, which is great. He's 28 years old, so for a goalkeeper, that's still quite young, really. For some reason he's sort of fallen out of favour at Brighton. I haven't sort of delved into the why, but he was actually first choice keeper, and then their other keeper was brought in and played instead of him. So Matt sort of isn't even sort of second choice keeper. Their second choice keeper, who was the second choice, is actually still second choice, if you understand what I mean. So basically, Matt Ryan has gone from first choice to third choice. I don't understand why. He's obviously got some sort of issue with Brighton and the manager Graham Potter. There seems to be a little bit of confusion as to whether Matt Ryan will actually class as homegrown player. He is Australian, but he does have a Scottish mother. But I've read several different varying reports whether he actually has a British passport. So he may be a dual national, but some have confirmed that that's not the case, and some have. I've had a brief look, and from what I can see, he does have a British passport, so he should be available and not actually take up a foreign player spot. As with Brexit, that's what's happened now. It's harder to sign foreign players. Um, but yeah, so Matt Ryan's in. That's good. I'm really happy about that because a player of his experience will hopefully make sure that Leno doesn't sort of rest on his laurels, because there was no chance of Runarsson at this time sort of ousting him. So a bit of competition for Leno. That's great for me. Matt Ryan was actually signed in time, so he is actually available for the match tomorrow against Southampton in the FA Cup. That's up to Mikel Arteta, because if Southampton are having a good season, so if it was sort of a lower sort of side, a lower league team possibly that we were playing, I would probably have said Matt Ryan would be playing. But yeah, as it's a Premier League side who are actually having a good season, I'm not sure whether he'll be making his debut tomorrow. He will be in the squad though. He will travel, but that's up to Mikel now. So hopefully, yeah, we need to get through the next round of the FA Cup by beating Southampton. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it should be a good game. Last bit of news is Martin Odegaard from Real Madrid is also close to coming in. Don't believe I don't tend to believe that until it's on the Arsenal website. Arsenal in the past have been linked with lots and lots of players, and the consensus is the deal's nearly done, only for it to like sort of fall through, and a player will probably sign for Lazio or someone like that. Um, Emil Smith Rowe has become the heir apparent to the number 10 role at Arsenal. He's only 19 though, so he needs help. He needs a backup. He needs someone to compete with for that position. It's not fair on us to pile all the pressure on him. So yeah, Odegaard coming in would be fantastic. He can also play as a winger. So if Saka needs a rest, then Odegaard could come into the team that way as well. That doesn't sound like good news for Willian or Pepe. William, I'm not too bothered about, but Pepe, I still believe there is a player in there who needs just needs more games. I mean, he's never had more than 5 games in a row at Arsenal, so I just think that yeah, it's not good news, but that's one of those things. Apparently, the deal wouldn't have an option to buy at the end of it. So, if we wanted to buy Odegaard at the end of the season, if he does sign and if he does put in a shift, we would have to negotiate with Real Madrid in the summer. So, but that's one of those things. Odegaard would come in. He would be hungry. He's a young player. He's an exciting player from what I've seen of him. Obviously, Real Madrid picked him up when he was a young guy, like a really young player. So yeah, he's been there a couple of years now. He was on loan at Real Sociedad, I believe, and he actually had a good loan spell there last season. They were in the mix to get him back, but I believe that him and Real Madrid do not want to send him back to Sociedad, because they're actually doing quite well in La Liga, and Real Madrid are sort of competing for those positions. So yeah, that'll be great. I know my friend Sam Greenwood. He would be absolutely delighted. Him being of Norwegian descent, he would love a Norwegian player at Arsenal. So let's get this deal done and over the line. Yeah, as I mentioned, tomorrow we've got we're playing Southampton in the FA Cup. So hopefully we can get a win and get through to the next round. I'll probably do a match review of that at some point. But I think that's about it from me, guys. I do like to keep these short, as you know, so I don't want to waste too much of your time. But yeah, if you just could like, share, and subscribe, share me about, press the like button, because it means so much to all us YouTubers, and yeah, just gets us out there. But thanks very much for your time, guys, and I'll see you on the next show. Thanks a lot. Bye.